And now sports with Chris Duerr from the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram Sports Desk.
Well, if it wasn't one of the strangest baseball games of the entire spring, it was certainly the slowest paced. Everything about Quincy High's regional semifinal showdown at Alton with the Redbirds today felt a little bit wonky from start to finish in this one. Although it looked like the Blue Devils were going to get off to a really good start in this game because they got the hits going in the first inning. Starts here with Tykel Hammers. Nice piece of hitting right here to land the single. This with one out. Then it's Brady Lowe. He's going to single as well. Kyle Taylor would reach earlier. He's going to try to score on this. The right fielder comes up throwing, and Kyle Taylor on second effort is gunned at the plate. The Blue Devils loaded the bases in the frame but came away with nothing. Meanwhile, Alton would do the same in the bottom of the first, load the bases with just one out. Brady Lowe somehow gets out of the jam. Didn't have his best stuff today, but man, was he fighting hard to make things happen. Bottom of the second, here come the Redbirds. Murray coming up right here with the single that scores one run, but Evan Sohn from center field and Owen Zanger at catcher are going to cut down a second run at the plate. It's still 1-0 in this one. Then Rathgeb with a single right here for Alton as well. 2 runs are going to score, but again, Owen Zanger is really resourceful, makes the throw down to second and gets Rathgeb at that time to end the frame. It's 3-0 Alton. This is where things get wonky. Top of the third, Tykel Hammers hits one that looks to be a home run. Hits the top of the wall, bounces off the foul pole. They rule it a double. I'm not sure what the framework of the call was, but it did indeed stay in off the bounce. Watch it again in slow motion. Just a bizarre piece of whatever you want to call it. Didn't matter, though, in the scheme of things because Tykel Hammers would, in fact, come home on the effective double steal. You're not catching him coming home right there. 3-2 at that point. You know what? More to come in this one. Brady Lowe shuts down the Redbirds there in the bottom of the third, keeping the game at 3-2. Top of the fourth, James Day with an RBI single to tie this thing up at 3 apiece. And then we go to work yet again at the top of the lineup for the Blue Devils. Still in that fourth frame, it's Tykel Hammers again. Effectively a swinging bunt, but a good one. He's too fast, the third baseman too slow. It's 4-3 at that point. Then Brady Lowe is going to do more work in this one as he comes up with a little piece of hitting that forces an error by the third baseman. It's 5-3 Blue Devils. Bottom of the fourth, though, 2 more runs from the Redbirds tie this thing back up again at 5 apiece in this one. This ball hit to the deepest recesses of the park where even the great Evan Sohn can't get it. That makes it 5 all at that point. Here in the top of the fifth, though, comes Evan Sohn getting his revenge. A 2-run double that gives Quincy High a 7-5 lead, but 6 unanswered Redbird runs later, and Quincy High School season comes crashing to an end. Final count this one, 11-7 in favor of Alton. Quincy High School bows out after a fine season on the diamond. Elsewhere today, in the beginning stages of Southeast Iowa season, Keokuk softball jumps all over visiting Danville, 18-0 tonight. The news more mixed at Central Lee. Louisa Muscatine with the win in softball, but Central Lee bounces back and gets the win over that same visiting squad, 7-4 in baseball today as well. Track and field Class 1A sectional qualifiers today have been named, and we know who they are and who will be competing on Saturday for state championships. And man, was Ian Bensinger blitzing today in the 100. He ran a 10.57 new school record. Awesome stuff for him, but still just good for second place in qualifying as well. Tanner Gim with a great showing in the shot put. Jack Thompson qualifies in 3 different events, including the long jump. Nolan Gooding is there in the triple jump, and Central runs a new school record in the 4x1 to be there on Saturday as well. Finally tonight, for the first time since 2017, Culver Stockton College can lay claim to a track and field All-American. Moreover, she is a homegrown one. That is Marion County alumna Delaney Strauss. She made a monster move in the final event of the heptathlon today to move up from 12th to 7th in the final standings, shattering her own record in the 800-meter to do so in a time of 2:12.68. She also shifted the standings. Her 4,784 points here in the heptathlon. Also a new school record for her as well. Phenomenal stuff for Delaney Strauss. Marion County stand proud. She's an awfully good one, and she certainly did the Wildcats proud. And we are all out of time.